And I'm Dylan Black. The new book is called The Frankenstein Condition. Robert B. Smith is the author, and he joins us right now on Daytime Ottawa on Rogers TV. Robert, how are you?
I'm well. Thank you so much for having me here.
What does B stand for, Robert B. Smith?
Bertram.
Bertram. I like that. Okay.
Family name.
Just had to ask. Okay. The Frankenstein Condition. First of all, you're the founder of Green Melon Incorporated.
Right.
What is Green Melon Incorporated?
Green Melon is a local design agency. We do branding and marketing. You'd be familiar with our work. We did the Farm Boy brand.
Did you really?
Yeah.
It's a Farm Boy Day.
It is.
So shop the Farm Boy way. Well, thank you for being on the show today and talking about the Frankenstein Condition, your new book. How long has it been out for at this point?
It just came out in November.
November, okay.
So it's fresh.
How long did it take to put this whole book, this whole project together?
Well, it's been quite a few years just personally building the material in that, but the actual writing was a year.
Wow, okay. Now, when you think about Frankenstein, you think about the monster, of course, from the movies. What exactly is this Frankenstein condition all about?
So the Frankenstein condition is a way of describing something that we all do, which is we take pieces of the people around us, and usually the best pieces, and we stitch them together into a monster that we then compare ourselves to. And it causes stress and anxiety and depression in a lot of people.
Wow.
So, and we do this in our professional life, we do this in our personal life. Myself, I had built a Frankenstein parent that I compared myself to.
Really? Okay. So I want to understand this a little more. So what are some good examples then?
So a good example, I can use my own experience as a Frankenstein parent. I went through a period where I was very down on myself as far as being not being a good parent.
Okay.
And I had, being a scout leader and a soccer coach, I had exposure to a lot of different families and parents. And I saw that this family here were a hockey family, and this family here were very much into education and homework and that. And this family swimming, this family hiking. So I was taking all of these pieces and I stitched them together into a parent. A monster that I would compare myself to, and that's what was creating my anxiety and feelings of not being a great parent. What I didn't realize was that the hockey family, well, their kids didn't necessarily have the best marks.
Okay.
And the educated family, their kids weren't in sports. So it gave me that permission to say, okay, I need to choose what's important to me and not worry about the other parts.
Okay, so how hard is that to do then?
It's not actually, because particularly in this day and age with Facebook and social media, we're constantly seeing all of these best parts of people. And so it's very easy to build that, and in realizing what it is, it's easy to take apart. Because then you realize, oh yeah, okay, that person, yes, they may have this great car, but what I don't realize is the amount of debt they went into to own that car.
Of course.
Or, these sorts of things.
But then you'll find the other people on social media, the other side, who just put up nothing but negative stuff.
Yes.
So you kind of know about them.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
In a worse way.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. The illustrations
Yeah.
are pretty amazing in here.
They
You've
are.
got a pretty decent guy on board that helped you out.
So again, it was really important that this story resonate with people. It needed to be something that everybody could relate to, and Frankenstein is something that we all get. Being an artist growing up, I was very inspired by Bernie Wrightson, who's a comic book artist who worked on Ghostbusters. He also illustrated a lot of books for Stephen King. He had spent 7 years of his life illustrating Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Wow.
Which was the inspiration for my book.
Okay.
So when it came time to produce the book, I thought, well, why not reach out?
Okay.
This guy from Ottawa talking to Bernie Wrightson, literally 4 emails later, he said, yep, this sounds great. I want you to use the illustrations in the book. And literally a week later, he passed away.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So this was probably one of the last things that he greenlighted.
That is something. So that's got to feel pretty special to have him be a part.
Exactly. One of the illustrations in the book there, the original illustrations right now is at the AGO, the Art Gallery of Ontario. There's an exhibit by a famous movie director, and he owns one of the originals from the book.
Well, congratulations on reaching out, and that's sort of a nice little tribute at the end of his life as well to be published in a book that's going to be a huge success. Now, it hasn't been out for very long.
No.
So, sorry, when did it come out?
November.
November.
Yeah.
Okay, and you also had an opening or a book launch that you raised a pile of cash as well?
That's right.
For a
yes.
good
So
cause?
I worked with the Royal Ottawa Foundation for Mental Health, And the launch evening portion of the proceeds from the book went to that foundation. I presented them the check this week, and I hope to, and we plan on working together on more events and also speaking on their behalf.
Okay, so I'm seeing that there must be a relation, obviously, a connection, Frankenstein Condition and the Royal Ottawa. Why would it be so important for you to donate cash to the Royal Ottawa?
I think because mental health is one of those things that is not, it's becoming more and more evident to people and more in the media, but it's one of those things where it's been harder for them to generate funds and donations and that because of the stigma that's associated with mental health.
Okay.
And that's getting better. So I felt that writing a book from my own position and then working with them will help take that message further.
Okay, and you're obviously looking to connect with others concerning meet and greets and book signings and all that kind of stuff?
Absolutely. So I do want to do more outreach and talk about the Frankenstein condition. Again, it's something that people get, they resonate.
Thank you very much, Robert Smith, for being on our show today.
Thank you
very much.
The
Frankenstein Condition. More daytime coming up.